Well, truly, dear one, you decide your birth at birth. Right? And the death is long, long in the distant future. As a soul, you have desires. You have plans, but they're loose plans. And you can look at your daily life, is it not the same? Right? There's a wonderful joke, and we may not get the wording right, but right, we make plans and then God changes them. Right? Or God shows us God's plans. Right? All plans are loose. Right? You have an intention. You have a desire, things you want to experience, but there's so much interacting that our mind focuses on so many other things while we're here. We come back to the strongest desires, of course. We spend more time focused on the strongest ideas. But there's so much going on that we're bouncing off each other, learning all these different things, doing things we don't intend. Eventually we reach our goals, we really do. Now, do we decide everything in our life? No. It's too big. A soul does not understand, we should say the incarnational part of the soul does not understand everything that's going to happen in one's lifetime. The greatest part of you does, but the greatest part of you doesn't even have concern of self-reflection. It knows it's the all that is, it's experiencing time and space in a singularity, it knows everything. But the part of you on the journey, purposefully, doesn't know. You have intentions, you have desires, and that's what you witness in your life. Now, the more you know yourself as this infinite creator, the more easily you can manifest those intentions and desires. Many of you have chosen things you wish to do, experiences you wish to have. Many souls have worked together non-physically in higher dimensions, chosen to come down here to co-create together. There's a lot going on here, and it's an ongoing process. The death experience, dear one, can be created in a number of different ways. The first is because of ignorance. You see, some human beings have a long list of things they want to do and a very strong desire to be here, but they don't really understand how to create very well. So they create by drawing these lines of duality of good and bad, and they end up causing emotional distress that weakens their body. They make choices that they think are going to take them to the left, but they end up going to the right. And so the body gets withered down in this process of conflict. So some people want to live a long time, but their ignorance, their lack of wisdom, and we all have it. It's not a judgment, it's just a reality. Their lack of knowledge about how things work simply takes them into, well, an early death, you could say. Sometimes a soul accomplishes what they want. They do, and their body is still healthy. Their body is still young and vital. And then they feel inside their heart, I think I'm done. I think I've accomplished everything I came here to do. And there's a feeling of completeness and a feeling of freedom. So in that experience, they are on extra time, borrowed time. And the body's still happy and they're still happy. And they'll live here accomplishing what they wanted. And they can essentially choose their time of passing. The more awake and aware we are, the more in touch we are with ourselves. You'll know you still want to be here because there's desire arising within you. Right? We don't choose to leave because we're not having a good time. No. The end comes when we've fulfilled our desires or when we simply feel we're ready. You see, your soul's eternal, so it's not really bothered by such questions. Your soul knows it can come back. Your soul can actually relive the same lifetime as many times as it wishes to. You're that infinite, you're that powerful. So your soul is not concerned with these questions. The human self is. But we, dear ones, have forgotten that we are these eternal beings, so we emphasize things that are not important for the soul. The soul wants to have experience and celebrate and shine. The soul wants to participate fully and love life. The soul just wants to unleash itself as a radiant power of creativity. But the human mind, it concerns itself with, is that acceptable? What will my neighbor think? If I wear this shirt, what will they think of me? Did I forget to lock my front door? I wonder if someone would go in. The soul doesn't even think about these things. It's too busy celebrating the moment. So oftentimes our human mind, it thinks about things that the soul really doesn't find important. You're here, dear one, to celebrate. You're here to celebrate yourself, and when the time comes when you're ready to leave, you'll know it. And so yes, a part of you does know you're passing. A part of you is aware of it. And you'll be able to access that part when it's time.